Hello, extended family, and welcome to episode 4 of Starring the D&D Grandma. I am your GM, Vince, and I just want to get a few quick little bits of introductory information out of the way before we can begin our story. While I don't want to give away any spoilers, I also want to respect people's boundaries. So, just to let you know, there is a trigger warning here. This episode will feature children in danger. Although I do want to put your minds at ease, those of you who are listening, they do turn out fine. The heroes come to the rescue and everyone gets saved. So, just to let you know, but if parts of this episode become a little difficult for you, that's what's going on. There isn't torture, there isn't any serious scenes of pain or anything like that, but there are some children being held captive. Letting you know, if you need to skip ahead or skip this episode, we understand and respect that. So what happens in this episode is the party arrives in Galleston Rock on the trail of Okeanos the Ice Heart, the ancient white dragon. And while they're here, they uncover a pretty dark mystery of what's going on, and realize that before they can continue on their journey, their services as heroic adventurers are needed here in Galleston Rock. I want to apologize too for the quick pace of this episode and the next one. We record 4 to 5 episodes in one session, and I needed to get the party to a certain point before I could break for the night. So that's why this episode might feel a tiny bit rushed, and we kind of gloss over a lot of great opportunities for role-playing. We've already talked about it as a group, and our next session is going to begin with a retroactive role-playing episode, which will actually take place on the road to Galleston Rock. And our party is going to get in some of the things that they wanted to get in, but we didn't have time last session. So that's what's going on. If you kind of say, hey, wait a minute, they didn't really talk at all on the road. Well, that's what it was, is I kind of sped through some things to get them to a narrative breaking point. We all understand what happened, everyone's on the same page, and we're all good moving forward. To those of you who are not following us on Twitter, which by the way, our handle is @DnDGrandma, I am going to be the game marshal for East Coast Comic-Con in May. The dates are May 15th to the 17th, and this is your opportunity to game with the family in person, as we will be there running about anywhere from 6 to 12 game tables, and it's a very exciting opportunity for all of us. It's going to feature a whole bunch of great guest star DMs. I'm putting together an all-star team of DMs who are going to come down and run some amazing games for all of you. And we are working out the details, but it is going to affect the next campaign of our podcast. So, those of you who are listening and would like to play with us and maybe affect the storylines going into the next campaign, which will start in the spring of next year, this is your chance. Come out and see us May 15th to the 17th in Secaucus, New Jersey, East Coast Comic-Con. I cannot wait, and neither can the rest of the family. Today's Patreon thank you goes out to Tom Lynch, who made his pledge of $1 a month, and every single cent just fills us with gratitude and love for this community. The generosity that we've been shown since day one is just beyond words. So thank you, Tom Lynch. And today's special shout out goes to good friends of ours, the Nerd Asylum. They are an amazing group of tabletop gaming geeks who love this community as much as we do. They were the organizers of Dralicon that we attended this past July, and we're going to be going back next year as well. They're a great group. Go find them on Twitter @Nerd Asylum. They have Twitter, they have Discord, they have Facebook, they have all kinds of great stuff. They're amazing people doing some great things with and for the community. So check them out, give them a follow. All right, that's enough from me. I'm going to sit back and let you enjoy the story. So have fun. Okay, the party is on their way out of the upper city gates, heading east in the direction of Galleston Rock, which you would all know is 4 days' ride due east. For the purposes of brevity, I'm not going to make everyone roll perception checks and watches and things like that. We're just going to say the 4 days of travel go fairly uneventfully. You know that Galleston Rock is the last beacon of civilization in the region before you reach Greybreak, which is another 10 days past Galleston Rock. After Greybreak, the next settlement would be Wintertip, which is the last settlement before you get into the unsettled land of Winternight.
Is the weather changing yet?
Not extreme.
Okay. I'm assuming by winter tip it's going to be extreme, where we're going to use all the supplies.
And that is like the last frontier town before you get into Winternight, which is the
tundra.
Unexplored tundra of the land, which no expedition has ever returned from.
Oh, dear.
So no one really knows what's out there. It's
Okay.
unsettled, unexplored, uncharted land. So on day 4, about mid-morning, you ride into the town of Galleston Rock. It has a very Old West frontier town feel to it. Having traveled through here before, Umbra, on your way to and from Greybreak, you know that Galleston Rock is a very diverse population. There's humans, there's elves, there's halflings, there's dwarves. It's very diverse. Population is somewhere around 6,500. The best place to go to secure rooms if you were going to spend the night in Galleston Rock would be the Blue Cat Tavern.
You were just here.
So I guess I could say you're leading the party at this point, Umber, since you've been through here before?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you guys where we can bunk up for the night.
Okay.
Okay. As you progress through the city, can everyone make perception checks for me?
18.
12.
13. 16. 17. 14.
Okay. Umbra, Nulara, and Sashim. You notice as Umbra is leading your party to this tavern where she knows she can get rooms for you, while there is a little bit of activity on the streets, you're not seeing any kids anywhere.
Uh-oh.
Like, none. At all. No kids playing, no kids walking through town with their parents. You don't see any children.
Is this a change from the last time I came through?
Yes, very much so. Sashim, Nulara, and Umbra, you all notice this.
Okay. I'm gonna take a turn and just to spin, like, is anybody... I don't know. I'm not seeing families on the street. This is not like it was last time. Does anybody look around? Like, I mean, anybody off to you?
Yep, I've noticed it too.
White Walkers.
There's no children anywhere.
You know,
Yeah.
if
Any
Dragon
size.
came this way, maybe they're just scared.
Are there people? Though?
Yeah, there's people walking
But
around
no children.
with no children. There's people walking around going about their business.
I think
They
let's...
might just be scared.
Maybe they're in school.
Sashim?
Well, maybe once we get a room, maybe we could start asking, I don't know, the law enforcement in this town. Maybe something happened.
I don't know if law enforcement, but let's ask the barkeep. Let's keep
God,
going.
that'd work too.
Okay. As you enter the Blue Cat Tavern, it is a 2-story wooden building, and as you walk inside, the furniture is made out of wrought iron. So it's wrought iron tables and chairs that are actually bolted to the floor.
Oh. Scared
So
of
it's a bit more rough and rugged than Sariel was used to. Umber's right at home. Sashim and Tora right at home.
Yeah.
The innkeeper is a female human, early 50s, whitish hair with a faint, almost like lavender hue to it. Her name is Johanna. Hello. So what can I do for all of you? You look like you just came in off the road.
We did. We're looking for a place to stay for the night.
I
Two
got-
nights.
I got rooms, no problem.
How many in the tour room?
That's up to you. I just provide space.
Do you have
Okay.
space enough for this one? And
Yeah,
point
no
them to
problem.
it.
We could fit him. Feet might have to
How
hang
many
off the
beds
side of
in
the
each
bed, but
room?
we got him.
How many
We
beds
can
in
share a
each
room. It's not a problem. We've done it before.
I got singles and I got doubles.
Oh,
Stop
things
it.
change in 3
Ladies.
years.
Singles and doubles.
Can I exchange a cold-resistant potion?
No, you will not.
My thought is I would have money.
We'll pretend you all started back at 1. Everybody
So
started with 10 gold.
We're all broke. Thank you, DM.
Oh, yeah, 10 gold and all the goddamn magic items I could buy in 30 seconds. Yes, I'm such a cheapskate.
I'd say nothing.
I love my damn.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys realize this, but like a superior healing is like over 1,000 gold. Like it's a lot. Like,
That's fine. We got it.
Thank you
So
for
and we got 5 of
that.
them, so I think we're okay. I don't think we've been robbed.
Okay, we'll take 2 doubles.
Two doubles?
great.
Why not
Yeah,
three?
You need
3
3.
doubles?
Probably 3.
Yeah,
3 doubles.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking. Okay, fine. I don't have a problem. Thank you.
She wanted a Laurel and Hardy this. I'm like,
No,
Yeah.
what I wanted was closeness. The closer we got.
Well, can we have rooms that are next
That's
to each
fine.
other?
Yeah, it's not a busy time of year. I can get you rooms. So you
Cool.
want 3 rooms?
Yeah,
Here you
yeah.
go, Mom.
All right, that'll be 2, 4, 6, 6 silver per night, meals included.
Alright.
Well, we're not really staying here for more than a night, though, right?
A night or 2, I said. We
Okay.
don't know. Let it wait.
So will 1 gold
Start-
cover it? I don't know conversion
Start
rates.
tab.
Sure, 1 gold to cover it with room to spare.
Oh, there you
There,
go.
I got it. I tossed her the
Bam,
gold.
punk.
And it's valid.
She bites it.
Yeah. What's your price?
All right, she tosses your 3 room keys.
Okay.
Nice.
Special of the day tonight is going to be roasted duck. Come on down for dinner anytime you want.
All right.
Who's rooming with who?
I'm rooming with no Laura.
Okay.
Tor and I will be in the same room.
I know you didn't get a say in it, but
No, that's fine.
since Sashim like basically abandoned her best friend,
Oh, here we go again.
I'm gonna room with New Laura, my spiritual advisor.
Spiritual advisor.
Ember and Umber.
Yep.
I'm okay.
Okay.
with
Enough.
Now you know where everybody is.
Okay.
Tor, are you hungry?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll,
Okay, let's
we'll
wash
all,
up.
we'll unload a little
Let's
bit.
all
and
wash
head down.
up. Meet downstairs 10 minutes.
Yep, sounds good.
And Umbra, you would remember too that with a lot of the taverns in Galleston Rock, there's no set time for meals. It's not like, okay, breakfast is at this time. It's just the common room is open, and this is what we're serving all day.
Okay.
So it's just going to be roasted duck all day.
Got it.
You know, that's just how they roll. So you can all come down and have at this point, time of day would basically be an early lunch.
Now, we did ride in with the horses. Are they taken care of?
Yes, taverns always have
Okay.
stables that are attached to it that you
That
can
goes
stable
into
the horse.
the gold, right?
Yeah, that's all covered whenever you stay in a tavern. The stable's
Make sure
included.
horses.
I'd like to go down. Is anybody else down yet? I'd like to try to talk to
Yeah.
the woman who we paid.
With kids.
Oh, Johanna?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say you
would
come
be
down
concerned
first.
with the
Okay.
kids.
Sariel is
of
taking
course.
a very long shower bath, whatever is
Yeah,
available.
that too.
I'm gonna say, Johanna, I've noticed as we walk through the city, or at least my friends have noticed, that we don't see a lot of children running around.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be ever since the Gerbo family moved up on Grimhill Inn.
What?
What? Who's the Gerbo family?
You're not there.
Technically, she is.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Technically, she is because I rolled for who would enter the room next,
Oh.
and it was D10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So,
Oh.
Sashim, you're just entering.
And I just heard like the back end.
You
Like,
just heard the back end of what she said. Yeah.
What does that mean? They're afraid of that family?
Gerbo family. They bought Grimhill Inn about a mile up the road.
Okay.
Grimhill Inn.
It's supposed to be like a roadside way station type place.
Uh-huh.
They moved in about 2 weeks ago, and every night or so, a child runs away from town.
Oh, not cool, dude. And nobody went up there and talked to them?
What do you
Right
mean?
about
it's-
now, you enter the room.
Okay.
What kind of race are these?
They're Elven
Elven.
family. You asked something, didn't you?
No, I'm walking in.
Did anybody go up there?
Well, 3 nights ago, little Alora Kalen disappeared. Her mother discovered her bed empty in the morning, even though she'd been sleeping on the floor of Alora's bedroom, and she heard nothing. Woke in time, and she claims she saw a large, blue-skinned figure with jet black teeth and white eyes smile at her.
You don't believe her.
A blue-skinned creature with jet black teeth and white eyes. Honey, have you ever seen anything like... Now, I am completely empathizing with her. I mean, the woman, her child apparently ran away or was kidnapped or whatever. New Laura, at this point, you enter.
There's his family, and kids are going missing.
Okay, New Laura, so you enter. You know, like, hey, what's up? And Sariel, you fill her in.
Mm-hmm.
My only question is to Johanna. No one has gone after the children to get them?
I was getting to that.
Excellent.
Like I was saying, I empathize with the woman, but a blue-skinned creature with black teeth and white eyes,
What's wrong with that?
it sounds to me like the mother was on something, if you know what I'm saying. And the whole time you're talking, she's wiping the table. Afterwards, her father, Milos, went up to the inn and apparently hasn't come back since.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't understand. What about the city guard or, like, don't you have any, like, fighters or defenders or police or something?
Umbra, at this point, you enter the common room.
Okay.
Town guard here is very... They're not professional. They're not well trained. They're more
Have a
peacekeepers than
sheriff?
anything. Doesn't come through here very often. We're kind of on our own.
Why do we need the guard?
I'm not saying that we need the guard. I'm saying the city, this town, needs a guard. Because apparently nobody really gives a crap that kids are going missing.
Kids are going missing.
She just walked in the room. She
Can
doesn't
I-
know what's been happening.
I don't know that.
Can I turn around and fill her in like
I was
Saria?
talking like this. All of a sudden she's behind me. I'm just trying to play my character.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Can
Well,
I?
Victoria, you're there now too.
All right. Can I turn around and fill her in? You just fill her in. What's
Sure,
happening?
sure. At this point, I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to be different. With people at different times.
I turn around.
Experiment
and
failed.
Tell you
Experiment
everything.
failed.
No, it's
So
fine. I like it.
Umbra knows what's happening.
Okay.
And then George, the last one to come in, I have to tell him.
Okay.
Okay. Now he knows.
Everyone's there.
So-
Everyone knows what's going on. Failed
Yeah.
So
experiment.
what was
I
the
won't try that
beginning of
again.
the story until it reached me? Did it change a lot?
No.
It's a telephone. No,
No.
it's fine. The experiment was fine.
But
But
now that we know what's going on, we'll be better next time.
No, it's fine.
Please
We'll
don't send
try.
another dragon our way. We'll be better next time.
We'll try to be better.
Oh boy.
okay, so I am gonna say to my whole party now that we're all caught up.
So ever since then, people have been protective of their kids. There's still kids in town. They just no parents haven't been letting them leave their houses.
Yeah, that's probably a wise decision. Can I speak to the woman who, like, where does she live? The woman who saw the green, the blue skin, white teeth.
Black teeth.
Black
Whatever.
teeth, white eyed
Ah.
thing.
She lives up the main road, and she'll direct you to where the house is.
Okay.
How many children have gone missing?
Yeah.
It started maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's every couple of nights, so maybe 6 or 7 at this point.
Whoa!
That's not good.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
How many children are in this town originally?
Normal amount, and so it's population 6,500,
Demographics.
or around 1,000 maybe.
Is it only girls?
No, it's been boys and girls.
Any particular age?
They're all young, under 12.
Under 12. This is not good.
Is one race being singled out over another, or is it any?
Nothing I've noticed. No, I think it's any.
This doesn't sound good. We need to talk to one of the parents of the
Ours.
missing.
Yeah, I want to speak to the mother. I want to speak to the town guard or whatever they decide to call themselves. Whatever they are, they don't do their jobs.
And Sariel looks over at Umbra. I'm like, she is fired up. Look at her. Like fired up, and she like kind of chuckles to herself because it's Ember.
You want me to beat her up? What do you need?
No, I don't need you. I'm just talking to you.
Okay, well, I'm here. I'm right here if you need me.
Okay. Oh.
Sure, and I should talk to the guards.
Yeah.
And Sariel just like kind of looks at her like, I don't know what's going on. We're just Sashim, I have things to tell you. Ember is really fired up. Get it? Fired up about this?
Yeah.
Umbra, you hear? Wow, that made her really uncomfortable.
No.
And also,
No, it's good. I liked it.
Umbra is acting really weird.
I have to be nice to her. I don't
Which
What
she
do you
says
mean?
out
have
loud.
to
Yeah.
happen.
What?
Nothing.
And I look at Sashim, and Sariel just like kind of like puts her arms out like, do you? What is this?
Got me. I want to check out the guards in this town or the law enforcement. Me and
Well, apparently
Tor-
no one cares that Umbra's losing her mind.
I want to see the guards and I want to talk to the mom.
Are you going together, the guards, or are you separating?
I would say go together.
Okay.
All right.
Gathering to meet up with the guards, you find out the town guard is really, it's not an official organized guard. They're just like a couple of the able-bodied people who just like break up bar fights and keep the peace. They're not what you're used to coming from Whitebridge.
Which gets me very aggravated. But I cannot get mad at them. Aggravated, yes, but
Why?
We're
You
willing
get
to
you
do
get mad
your
at
job
me
for
easily
you.
enough.
If we're willing to do your job for you and go and try to hopefully save those 7 children that were essentially kidnapped, because there is no question
Allegedly
about it.
kidnapped.
Okay,
Allegedly.
there's not really a
where did
question
you think
about it.
they went willingly?
I don't know. Kids get itchy feet sometimes.
You get 7 kids in 2 weeks.
Look, I'm not a detective. I don't get paid for things like that. I get paid to put drunks in the tank for the night and let them cool off.
Okay, if we're willing
Yeah,
to do
but
your job for
7
you,
kids in 2 weeks.
Look, hey, I'm not equipped for things like that.
What are you equipped for exactly?
Somebody gets rowdy at the Blue Cat, I bonk him on the head and put him in the tank for the night.
Wow, your job's hard.
if we do this job for you, are we going to be able to get paid for it?
Don't look at me to get paid.
Who pays you?
No.
We get paid out of the town kitty. Out of the town pays us. Not much.
Do you have a mayor,
They do not have an actual mayor.
an alderman, a council?
Kind of like a council. It's just a collection of the more, like, not wealthy, but like some of the more well-to-do merchants sort of run it like a guild, almost.
Okay.
So we could get Sariel involved.
It's
and
not
find
as
out.
it's not as well organized of a city as you folks are used to. This is a different world for a lot of you.
Would they know me at all? Not me personally, but
Of your
of the entire LLC.
they've heard of it. I mean, because you far in Greybreak past them, because Greybreak is much more of a large city. You absolutely would have reached there. I mean, here they may have heard of it. They may have done business with some of you before, but it's not as predominantly influential as you would have expected.
Okay. Judging by the clothes this one's wearing.
Would we be able to question the parents of the missing children?
If you want to, she asked where the house was.
Okay.
I would like to meet with the mother who got a description.
That's our next thing.
I just need
Well,
to get away
it'd
from
be
this guy.
interesting Did the kids display any kind of behavior before they disappeared? Did they display any kind of disturbance in their routine at home? I'd be interested to know that.
Good
Okay, we'll head
questions.
there next.
Yep.
So this guard is absolutely useless.
And I, as we're leaving, I turn to him. You're absolutely useless.
Have been called worse.
You're fired.
Absolutely.
And again, Sariel looks at Umbra.
Umbra just tries to manage a smile.
What are you doing?
I'm nothing.
Umbra, stop smiling. You're scaring people.
It's like when Wednesday Addams starts to
Yeah.
smile at camp.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never took Umbra
I'm
that way.
scared.
I took Umbra as kind of fun-loving in her own way. She just has a
Yeah.
different idea of fun.
No, it's just a very fake smile towards Sariel. Very very fake
Is
towards
that
me.
true, Umbra? Okay, so you're heading to the parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's really just the mother. Okay.
Still watching Umbra. Still very, very, very confused.
She opens the door when you get there, and when you see a halfling woman opens the door, looks like she hasn't slept in days. Like, hair is like half combed, the other half falling over her face. Red, bloodshot eyes, bags under the eyes. Looks like she's just had a very bad couple of days. What do you want?
Well, hopefully we want to help you. We would like a description of the man who took your child, and we would like to...
She, like, bursts into tears immediately.
Okay, we would like to maybe get you a tissue. Anybody have a tissue?
I have a handkerchief here.
And then I kind of like try to sop her up a little bit.
Sop her up.
Sop her up a little bit.
She's not gravy, and you don't have a biscuit. Like,
Yeah, biscuits and gravy.
You'll get tour hungry. Don't say that.
maybe can we go inside and speak to you for a little while?
Okay, come on in. She brings you in. The house has not been cleaned in 3 days. There's furniture turned over because it's like
our house.
she stands up, maybe a chair fell over, and she just didn't care, and she just left it on the floor. Things like that. There's dishes from 2 nights ago of a meal that has been left out. This is the feelings. It's showing a woman who just doesn't care anymore, kind of.
Sariel goes around and she just like kind of picks up the overturned furniture a little bit and like just to make it like a little semblance of normalcy a little bit. And I lead her over to a chair to sit down.
And it's like leading putty. She's just, I wish I had something to offer all of you.
You don't need to offer us anything. We just were here for information. Tell us everything from that night.
I like to approach her.
You can approach her.
Okay. I like to approach her and take her hands and just say, we want to help you. We know your loss is great, but we want to help you bring back your child. We need details. Please help us help you.
She repeats, eventually collects herself, and she repeats the information that the innkeeper gave you, and her story matches what you already knew. She was sleeping on the floor of her daughter's bedroom because children had been going missing and she was very worried. And she woke in the middle of the night just in time to see a large figure with blue skin, black teeth, and pure white eyes.
No pupils.
No pupils. Pure white eyes turn and smile at her, cradling her daughter, and jumped out the window holding the child. The next morning, her husband Milos went out looking for her and was walking in the direction of Grimhill Inn and has not returned. And
The husband's missing also.
And it has been 3 days.
The other cases where the other children, there's 7 of them missing, including your daughter. Was it the same way?
Some of them were out playing and just never came home.
Okay. Did you notice anything in your child prior to that? Whether your child was upset at something, whether your child was displaying a different type of behavior,
No, she was fine.
or maybe met somebody that she didn't like on the road? Did she seem frightened?
No more than usual.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't want to upset you anymore. We need to get all these details so that we can start.
I don't know what that was, but it took Aurora.
Okay. Alrighty, we'd like to interview the rest of the parents to see how much of it sounds like you, and if the person who took their child looks exactly like the person who took your child.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I just do a perception check on her to see if I think she's being completely truthful?
Insight.
Insight?
Roll insight.
11?
Doesn't seem like she's trying to hide anything. Any other parents that you tracked down did not get a look at who or what took their child. Most of them, the situation was the child had gone out playing with friends and just did not come home.
Can I ask where all of them were the day before? Are there any common denominators where like all of those families went to the market the day before their child went missing? Or anything like that? Is there any common denominators of location other than the inn?
The only thing that sticks out is that none of this, the first disappearance happened 2 weeks ago, which is exactly when Grimhill Inn was up and running again. It was an abandoned roadside tavern, roadhouse, way station type place, and once that was up and running again, that's when this all started.
Okay.
So I say we have to go to Grimhill Inn.
Yeah, let's go. I'm good
Alrighty.
to go now, and not only that, but whatever we find, if we could take its head and go and drop it in that guard area and be like, we did your job for you. Because they're a bunch of useless people, right?
Oh, because he was
Yeah.
he was
Before
a
we
dick?
continue, I'd like to
Just
get,
dick.
what's your opinion? What do you think?
Who?
Everybody. What do you think?
I think
it
somebody's
is?
eating children.
Who's proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
Nope.
Yes!
You are.
Yes.
You may roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, minus
I got 12.
So, no.
That's a big fat no.
12? You're not recalling much, Ember. You're trying to think blue skin, black teeth?
Guys, I know so many things about so many other things, but I'm not aware of this.
Well, I think we should just get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have an idea that they want to propose or that they want to do? of the group.
I said walk in, kick the fucking door down, and say, where are the kids?
I don't think we should do that.
No, but
Okay.
I'm very close to
Like,
believing
I'm
in
very
it.
really
angry.
bad idea.
You like the idea or don't like it?
Very bad idea.
Umber, you hear? I love that idea. Kick the door in.
Wow.
Shoot everyone in the room.
I'm trying to be.
Well,
You're
God
trying
damn
to
it.
be nice?
What? Well, no.
You
Oh my
want-
god,
what?
I can't handle the dynamic. I freaking love it.
I'm so confused. But is it an inn that people get rooms at? Is it like that kind of inn?
Yeah, it's more of like
It was
It's the word I'm-
abandoned and now it's reopened, so
the
there's
word I'm looking
patrons.
for. It's more of
Hotel, motel, holiday inn?
more of a no-tell motel
Motel.
type place. Yeah,
check
for
in.
people, and you would
Go
know.
check in.
Actually, Umbra, because of your background, roll a history check.
Well, she's doing
That
that.
would be an 8.
DC wasn't high
Okay.
for you. DC would have been high for anyone else, but for you, the DC was 5.
Okay.
Because your criminal background, right?
Criminal spy, yeah.
Okay. You would know that roadside, like, way stations that pop up outside of cities like this are specifically meant for people who don't want to stay in cities and want to stay off the beaten path. So roadhouses like that are catered to a specific type of clientele. And they do exist for people who don't want to stay in a city.
And
Okay.
do you share that information with us?
Yes. Yeah, I will share that information with the group.
So then why don't we we kind of cloak up, rogue up a little bit, and ask for rooms there so we can do some recon and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I like it. We'll just pretend we're adventurers on the
Um,
trail of a dragon. Yes. I also wanted to ask some people if they saw a freaking dragon. That might be cool too.
It bothers me that it hasn't been stormed by the townspeople. That
Yeah,
bothers me.
That bothers me.
Now, we're here for, not for this. I want to do this. We're like with all of you. Maybe we should get more townspeople to come with us also.
But don't you think it would look a little suspicious if all of us just like roll up to this inn, just be like, hey, give us some rooms?
First of all, we're not even related to the children. I would like to have people that would say, yes, this is my child, and yes, it was taken from me.
If
I
we,
just
that's
find-
assuming
You're
that the
thinking-
children are in plain sight. They
Yes.
may be
two
had.
different
Yes.
things. You're thinking two different things. She's thinking be sneaky and see what we can find out, and you're thinking go and kick down the door. And I think that maybe we could do a combination of both. I think we go in, we sneak around, we see what we can find, and when it's time to kick in the door, go tell all the parents, meet us here at 5 o'clock, we're kicking down doors.
And by that time, we're already inside. We already have a map out of who's there and what's there and where we need to be.
Yeah, I like both plans. I
Okay.
do. But you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm pissed off that none of these guards are actually doing anything about it.
You're right.
And
And
I
I'm
don't know
right.
why any
And
of the
she's right.
fathers-
And we're all right.
I'm appalled.
But I don't know
But
why
Sierra's
any of
the
the
most
I'm
right.
appalled. It's true.
Yeah.
That's a correct word.
I'm so concerned about you.
I
I
think
New Laura, I think you need to bless this. She has some sort of like hex on her.
Who does?
Umbra.
Because?
She's being really like respectful to me.
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
you have your monthlies?
oh my gosh, podcast family!
Do you have the curse?
I do not have the curse. I was instructed to
Okay.
be nice to Lady Crow.
Stop! Wait, what did you just
You
say?
were told.
Yeah.
And wait a minute. Hey, who told you?
No one.
Who instructed you? They
'Cause
said
I'm
that you have to be
naturally
nice
like
to me,
this.
so doesn't that mean telling me the truth? So who instructed you?
Oh.
I don't think it meant telling her the truth. I think it just meant being nice.
I think you should hush.
Oh, boy.
They instructed you to be nice.
Wait, do I have to? Do I have to tell you? Is that like a role for you?
I'm oh god, I'm gonna make myself sick. I'm ordering that you tell me.
Crow told me I had to be nice to Lady Crow. And
Oh god.
yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
whole
I
Lady Crow
basically
thing.
threw up too, but yeah.
Can you just treat me just the way you used to treat me? Because this is really strange.
That's conflicting
I'm not allowed
information.
to ignore you and leave you behind anymore now.
Oh, wait, you were gonna leave me behind?
Well, I mean, sticking you in the back and ignoring that you were there.
Oh, I thought we were tighter than that, but okay. But just don't call me Lady Crow anymore.
But I was told you're Lady Crow.
I mean, I am, but like only for a day. Well, now 5.
A day? Okay. Alright, well, listen. Just, you have to stay safe and you have to stay behind me. And then I will stop calling you that.
All right. Sashim is obviously done with this conversation.
Are we done?
Sashim, would you like to start calling me Lady Crow now?
There are many things I want to call you. I don't know, Lady Crow's one of them. I think we need to get our plan together. What we
Okay.
need to do, like, right now.
So I have the glamored studded armor, and I go like this. I put my hands above my head and go, rogue. And I like all this like rogue, capey, blacky, dark gear comes on. I'm like,
What the shit just happened?
The best thing that has ever happened has just happened, and you got to witness it. You're welcome.
What just happened? How
And
did you
I
do
go
that?
off towards Grimhill Inn.
I look at Sashim and I like, must be good to have money, huh?
Never mind.
Damn,
Let's
it feels
follow
good
her
to be
before
a
she
gangster.
gets in trouble. Come on, Tor.
It feels good to be a
Yep.
gangster.
Come on, Tor.
Okay.
I literally just flip my head up because I'm scary as shit anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, making your way. It's only about a mile or two up the road, so on foot you get there
Wow, that's
40 minutes or so.
if that.
My hood's on too, and I feel super roguey.
As you approach, it is a little more rough and rugged than the Blue Cat, which in and of itself is a rough and rugged place. There, as soon as you approach, you immediately see 3 elven children just sort of hanging out, playing a type of like jacks type game. There's 2 boys who look like they're maybe elven years are different than human years, but the human equivalent of like 12 and 9. And there's a girl who looks the human equivalent of maybe 4. And they just quietly look up, hello, and go back to their game.
I'm gonna walk over to the little girl. Hi, sweetie, what's your name?
Georgina,
Hi, Georgina. Where's your mommy?
inside,
Oh, okay. Where's your daddy?
inside,
How long have you lived here?
2 weeks.
Where did you live before that?
Don't remember the name.
How old are you?
She's honestly probably around 50. Elves can live like 800 years. They don't mature until the age of 100. So she's probably like 50, and the boys are like 80 and 70.
Can I roll performance for how well I'm playing rogue right now?
Roll deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
18.
You're impressive as a rogue.
Yeah. I'm roguing it up.
Do their eyes display any fear or blankness or
Make an insight check.
14?
14? Something's off-putting, but you can't put your finger on it.
Okay. That's what I thought. Where is your mother?
Inside.
Inside where?
Inside there. And she points to the inn. They're playing out right in front of Grimhill.
Okay. Gang, you want to
There's
go
like,
in?
there's something with her voice that I wish, like, I want to roll on. Like, am I gonna?
Make an insight check.
If she's 50 years old, how the hell does she not know where she used to live?
Don't remember the name.
13.
Was it left or right?
Can't put your finger on it.
Okay.
Something's off-putting, but you can't put your finger on it.
Was it like cold or hot?
It was bright.
It was bright.
Right. I want to sit down. Can you teach me your game?
I kind of
Maybe-
like go over to Ember and I like whisper in her ear, "We're supposed to be roguing it up. Rogues don't play jacks."
You guys can keep walking. I'm going to sit outside and play jacks with the little girl.
All right, be deceptive.
Okay, you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
They immediately start packing up the game. No, that's okay. And they start packing the game up.
Hold you.
And the little girl, Georgina, takes the bag of whatever the game pieces were and begins hoofing it inside, and
Oh,
the two boys just
you
stand
don't
and
have to be scared or anything. We were just wanted to be friends.
not scared. Game over. The middle boy answered.
All in that monotone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in with the rest of the group, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
The girl started running away. The middle boy turns and walks after her. The oldest boy just stands and watches you as you all walk into the inn. Just wordlessly watches the group.
I want to try to go first and almost like. Actually, no, I'm going to go last and like stealth inside. I want to see with my hood up if I can get a high enough stealth check to kind of like not be seen right away.
Okay. Who goes in first?
I'm gonna say I'm going in first with my deception.
Okay.
18.
As you enter, you see an elven woman behind a small counter type place, and there's really no sitting room in here because it's not a dining area or anything. It's basically just like one long counter that looks like it could be serving drinks if you want, and then there's just long hallways down the sides where the rooms would be.
Okay.
Good day. How can I help you?
Myself and my party, we'd like some rooms if you had them available.
We have rooms. How many would you like?
Don't like that tone of
Umbra,
voice.
make a stealth check.
18.
Okay. As the party comes in, which way you come in and you see the party's in front of you, and you're using the fact that they're all bigger than you as the cover.
Yeah.
There's the counter where the elven woman is behind, and there's two hallways that go down either side.
Okay. I want to position myself at like a T between the hallway on the left and like, but also keeping my eye on like the main room. Like I'm kind of using that as like a little bit of half cover.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you're kind of crouched up against the counter, so that way the woman can't see you, and you're
Yeah.
just using that as like, and you're just staying there.
Yeah, I just I'm looking. I don't want to be seen in the room, and if this continues, then I want to actually like scope out the hallways.
Okay, we'll come right back to that. How many rooms would you like?
I don't know. I think like, and Sariel is really trying her best to like completely rogue it up.
You're all in there, BT Dubs.
I'm letting her do it. She's got her skills.
Like 3 rooms if you have them next to each other.
We can do 3 rooms.
And how much do you want for them?
1 silver each room.
1 silver, huh? And I take out just another gold piece. I'm like, I don't have change. Can you just keep that?
Thank you very much.
Can I roll insight on? Am I still?
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Well, it's obvious she's not what she seems. I need to text Kristen a whisper, so give me a minute.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, Kristen, is I'm going to take a photo of some of my notes here.
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't have to type out everything twice.
Okay.
I'll just screen cap a little bit to you. Thank you all for your patience. When the photo comes through, I'll explain what you're looking at.
Okay.
Okay, so she puts the 3... You said 3 rooms?
Yes.
She gives you 3 keys. Okay. Hallway to the left. Enjoy your stay.
Okay. What
I'm
am I
not
looking
gonna
at?
leave.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I would like to walk up to her to begin a conversation, but if you want to do everybody else first.
Because, yeah, I put Umbra on pause for a second. Did the photo come through yet?
Yes.
Start it that block all the way to where it breaks. That's the information you get. Okay, Umbra, what are you doing?
I see that they're talking and checking in or whatever, and I want to scope out the hallway.
Okay. You make your way down the hallway. So,
I'm stopping to pause to listen at doors,
Okay.
looking
Make
for any unusual smells or anything.
a perception check.
And I know this.
You know that.
14.
14. Okay. You begin making your way down this hallway. And towards the end, you start hearing the sounds of bubbling.
Alright.
Like if you've got a pot of pasta on the stove.
Are there any strange smells or anything like that?
That kind of smell, that steam coming off a pot of boiling water, you're getting that kind of smell.
Okay.
You know, it's got that like very, there's only one thing that smells like that starchy boiling pasta kind of smell.
But nothing really like alarms me about it.
There's a kitchen of some sort, maybe?
Oh, okay.
That's what you're
Alright,
getting as
that's
you...
what you're getting. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does anyone follow me to rooms?
Ember said she's staying and talking. What are the three of you doing? Tor, Sashim, and Noir.
I'm washing up.
So we're gonna probably walk.
So you're heading
with-
to rooms.
so heading to the rooms.
Okay.
I go
Wash
into
up.
your room, and I'm guessing New Lara, are you coming with me?
Yes,
I pull New Lara in with me to their room.
Okay.
Okay, so you all get pulled into Ember.
I just want to walk up to her and say, I heard that you've had, from the little girl outside, that you guys have been here for about 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
Where were you guys before this? Because I thought I knew of a tavern far away.
Bright place. Colorful.
And how far did you guys travel to get here?
Very far.
We're actually looking for a dragon. Have you guys seen any?
Not seen dragon. Don't go out much.
Do you mean they stay inside?
Mostly inside.
Is the place dark? Is there light shining?
It's
in the
normal.
room?
There's light coming in from the sun.
Oh, okay. Do you guys offer food?
Very basic stew. We'll have some if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna head to my room and we'll meet back later. Do I see her?
Umber, what are you doing?
I'm coming back up the hallway, just looking for my people.
Okay.
So I'm guessing I cross paths with her.
Are you going to try to stealth past the woman? Because she doesn't know that you went down there, to your knowledge.
Yeah, no, well, I'm gonna meet up with her and say, like, all I found was a kitchen. Did you learn anything?
Okay.
Our rooms are this way.
Okay.
Then I'm going to put you all in the same room.
So, there used to be these nursery rhymes that I heard as a kid. My mother used to tell them to me all the time. And it's like, there was a creature, and it was called an Oni?
Oni.
Oni? Thank you.
Oh no.
An Oni. And it goes into the dreams, the nightmares of little children, and they eat little children, especially babies. They really like babies. What's really interesting about the Oni, though, is that it can hide its true form during the day with magic. And they could change their size, they could change their shape, and it's just something in the way that they speak that reminded me of this. I honestly think that's what we're dealing with.
Okay, you said you found a kitchen. Did you go in the kitchen at all, Umbra?
No, just smelled like a kitchen.
So
It did smell weird to you?
No, just like boiling water.
Okay, they said that they had stew and only stew here.
I wouldn't eat it.
I think we should ask for some stew, though.
That is not a sexy soup.
I didn't say it was going to be a sexy stew. I would like to sniff it and see if it smells like human.
What does human smell like?
I don't know, but I don't think it smells like beef.
Ugh.
so it's a creature that enters children's nightmares.
Yes.
So does this creature have blue skin and black teeth and white eyes?
Yes.
Why didn't you think of this before?
And
Because Kristen didn't roll high enough on her checks.
Because my wedding just got trashed.
Narratively-
Just
Narratively,
picking it out.
the insight check when you realized she wasn't what she seemed was Sariel starting to put the pieces together. Wait a minute. This connects to that, connects to this. Oh shit.
And can you give Sariel a little bit of a break? She just went through a lot.
Oh my god, I knew I was going to have to deal with this. I don't know why. I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised.
so, but what else do you know about this?
I just thought it was a story. My mother used to tell me this story of this
How does the story end?
children die.
Is there? Oh man, is there a way of ridding of it, destroying it, killing it?
I'm sure it can be killed.
Any special way? Is it immune to something?
I don't know.
That you don't know.
I don't
So
know.
we're dealing with a creature coming out of a children's nightmare that comes into a form of a nursery rhyme.
Well, you guys defeated something in a dream once before.
Well,
we all had to go to sleep in the presence of this person, and I think your husband actually helped us. Like, he actually helped us fall asleep in order to all.
You mentioned him, and I just sigh.
Yeah. So, I don't think us being vulnerable and going to sleep is going to happen at all right now. Mm-mm. I'm
But
not
I also
gonna go
think
to
it's
bed.
against children.
Well, isn't the nursery rhyme, didn't you just say that it's like they prefer children, but couldn't they theoretically eat us as well?
Well, it prefers babies.
Oh, that's really disturbing. Do we need to investigate
That's
further?
good.
And do we want to wait until nightfall, or do we want to wait and do we want to do it now?
The only thing I remember is that this thing changed, like, it uses magic to make it look a certain way during the daytime, and then at night its true form is revealed.
Do you have a way to dispel magic?
No. I can detect. Nope. No, I cannot.
You don't have detect magic.
I do not. I mean, I could put us in Liamon's tiny hut.
I can dispel it.
Oh,
You
that
can dispel it. If you can dispel magic, what if you were to like talk to that innkeeper and dispel the magic, and then they would show their true form? And if they show their true form, we can just tee off on the guy. Anybody else have any ideas?
I was just gonna put us in Liamon's tiny hut.
So
All
either
right.
we dispel the magic now or wait till tonight. We don't know the layout of this place.
We don't know the layout of the place, which is dangerous.
Right.
And not only that,
To
but
wait
like
at night.
doing it at night, this guy might be more powerful, or even
That's
not
what I
even
was
here if he's
thinking.
out in the village trying to get another kid.
I'm thinking it might be more powerful at night.
Yeah, alright. I'm more for dispelling magic if it works. We'll take a
what
shot.
do you think, Umbra? Do you feel comfortable doing this? What do you feel about going and getting a quick layout? All of us waiting here.
Like of the whole
What
building.
was the last?
Okay. Well, there's two or three ideas here that you walk around, you find some people, and then maybe she can go and dispel the magic, and we tee off on them during the day. Or we go outside, we sit in the hut, and we wait for this guy to show his face. Do you want to try to do both? You want to go look for him now?
Okay, well, why don't we cover the basis of figuring out what the layout of this whole building is? Like, is
Yeah.
there an upstairs? Is there, like, a torture chamber downstairs? Let's figure out what's here first, and then maybe reconvene, because we still have some daylight, right? We're in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We still have some daylight.
Yeah.
We'll reconvene, and then make a more solid plan once we know where we are and what we're dealing with.
Okay. So do we all want to do that, or just send Umbra by herself? Umbra, would you be willing to do that?
By herself.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Okay. So specifically call the action, Umbra. What are you doing?
I'm walking around and opening doors.
I would like to, and maybe Sariel, if you'd like to join me, I want to walk out into the main room where we checked in and just stand and have a conversation, possibly distracting anybody, and also being able to cast message if she needs us.
Okay.
All right. Umbra, how stealthy are you being?
As stealthy as possible.
Okay. So start with a stealth check.
27, 28.
Okay.
Is Aria again?
I can't even see her. Wait, where the fuck did she
Well,
just
is
go?
she Aria again?
She
The
shows
one
up on the Dice Girls podcast.
I roll stealth with an advantage, and I have a plus 11.
So she's already in the
Rogues.
library.
Rogues.
Oh my
So-
god.
Okay. Making your way down that other hallway you came in, knowing something's up with that cauldron. So with that smell. So you make your way down and you find the kitchen area, and you see counters and you see like cookware, but nothing is on except for a large cauldron in the center of the floor.
Okay.
Which there's a fire built underneath it, and the water is bubbling and giving off steam, and that is what you smelt.
And no one's in there?
No one in the
or-
vicinity at the moment.
No one in the vicinity.
It's just
okay.
water.
That's effing creepy.
That's all she sees right now.
Oh.
Can I like look? Are there like cabinets? Are there doors that come off are there like offshoots of doors?
There is another door
Okay.
because there's no door to open to get in. The kitchen is like an open archway to get into the kitchen area,
Okay.
and when you walk in, there is a door on the other side of the cauldron.
Okay.
Going up to it,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that door.
okay. It is not locked.
Uh-huh.
Stealth check to open it.
18.
Okay. And there is a small set of wooden stairs.
Okay. I very carefully walk down the stairs.
Okay, I'll keep the 18.
Okay.
You make your way down. Did you look in the cauldron as you went past?
No, I did not.
Okay, no problem. You go down the wooden stairs, and you see down here is a basement area that
Okay.
seems to run almost the whole length of this hallway of rooms.
Yeah.
And every couple of feet, you see a chain with a single manacle coming out of the wall. And as you look down, as you come down, you're crouching down, looking, you see half a dozen on different, every couple of chains, you see a kid manacled to the wall. And at the far end, maybe about, I'll say 100 feet from you, you see an elven man
Yeah.
carrying a pot and a ladle. And he's going up to one kid. No, we wouldn't want you to lose weight. You've got to keep your strength up. And he's trying to force feed the kid whatever's coming out of the pot.
It's just one guy there.
You see one elven man.
Oh.
We wouldn't want you to lose weight. Gotta keep you nice and plump.
Oh my god. It's probably a terrible idea, but how far is he from me?
I'm putting him at about 100 feet, working his way closer. He's at the furthest kid, which actually, no, let me think of this. It would be every few, so let's say 15 feet per kid, and there's 7 of them, so yeah, he's about 100. He's about 100 feet away from you.
I'm gonna do it. Do I get a surprise attack if I shoot him?
With that stealth check, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
give you, yeah.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna load a fire arrow
Okay.
into Vicious. And hey, douchebag, are you paying attention? That guy's an asshole.
Okay.
Can't
Roll an attack.
We're in a
So
zone.
technically I'm hidden,
Okay.
so I'm rolling with advantage
Gotcha.
on the arrow.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Alright, 15 plus 9.
24.
Yeah.
Absolutely hits.
Yay.
Alright.
To start.
Let's see.
Start.
That's 2 for fire, 3 for snake, plus a d8.
Damn.
23, 27.
Oh man.
And,
And it should explode a little bit.
yeah.
Good one
Just
to
a
sit
little
there.
bit of fire.
He's not happy.
The arrow hits the side of his shoulder, and you hear a growl and a roar come out of him
Yeah.
that you wouldn't have expected to come out of the voice that you heard.
Okay.
Immediately, using the inertia of the impact on his shoulder, he spins, cloak comes off, and you actually see his form change as he turns, and the elven form drops away from him. Taking his cloak off, you see the blue skin, the black teeth,
Jesus.
black claws.
Bonus action dash.
Toward him or away?
Away.
Away?
Up the stairs, through the cauldron. I do want to take a cursory glance at it as I'm going.
Okay, the last thing you saw before you ran up the stairs was as he took the cloak off, you saw a long glaive come out from under the cloak. And he starts running after you.
Bonus action dash.
Okay,
So that's 50 feet. And I was 100 feet from him, right?
okay.
Okay.
So 50, yeah, bonus action dash, so run, dash is 50 feet.
How
Looking
far did I get?
up the stairs, through the kitchen, and maybe a couple, we'll say 30, 10, 30, so 40, 10 feet back down the hallway.
How close am I to them now?
We will say 60 feet.
Okay.
Within yelling distance?
Can
From-
I try to yell?
You're 60
Are they gonna
feet-
hear me if I yell?
You're 60 feet from the lobby where Ember and Sariel are.
But how close am I to their room?
They're, I'm going to say 3 rooms down, so 30 feet around the hallway in your room, on the other side. On
Okay.
the second hallway that went the other way.
Yeah.
So you're within shouting distance of Ember and Sariel for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Of Ember and Sariel. Okay. So when I bonus action dash, I just scream, oh, I did it! I stepped in it! Let's go! Let's go!
Sariel, what are you doing?
I went, that's Umbra, and I start running towards Umbra.
Okay. As you begin running, you and Ember begin taking off that way, and the elven woman's hands reach out and grab your arm, and you look down and you see a blue-skinned hand with black claws, and you look up into the face, which is now blue-skinned, white eyes, and the black teeth leap over
Humanoid or no?
Not anymore. This is
Okay.
you're looking into the face of another Oni
Okay.
as it leaps over the counter at you. With that, we're gonna take a break.